Welcome back once again to Heaven's Vault. And in the last episode, we heard the words Heaven's Vault said for the first time by a character we never saw coming. An Empress, we believe. Got itchy face already. An Empress, we believe. Nah. Sorry. Something was on my face and I had to itch it. Great start. Should I restart the episode? No, we're off. An Empress, we believe, inside the body of Six, who has now been brought back online, replacing Six, and is now leading us somewhere. I mean, she's about to take our ship, and she's like, I'm taking it. You can come or you can stay. And we are coming. A lot is going on. Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Let's go. And she's not even going to ask, is she? You do not want to be left behind. Stand by. I've already forgotten the voice I've given her. I walked away for like 3 minutes. Okay. I think where we're going is not our choice anymore. Are we approaching the end of this game? Who knows? We returned to the ship and sprang into the water. This is your ship. Do you not clean it? This is going to be a long flight. The journey to Iox is brief enough. Though I would use a hopper. Alright, well, we're taking you home, Arroy. Yeah, you bet you are. I've had enough of your wonderful life. Yeah. Yes, we'll go to Iox after we've dropped off Arroy. Ooh, but we don't have to. What happens if we click on this? NK insists on returning to Iox, but I think she's going to be disappointed. Iox is the home of the university. I wonder if Huang has a chance to look through the Mazwai I brought him. So NK is the name of the Empress. And as always, I could show him some of my recent finds. I could go there next. Right, let's have a quick look at how we're doing. Yeah, we've still got loads of areas we haven't jumped down yet, so I don't think we're anywhere near the end, even though this is a dramatic turn of events. I said we were going to take Arroy back to Elbereth, and in my heart I want to, morally I want to. I don't think she deserves to be wrapped up in any of this, but I kind of want to see what happens if we do go to Iox with her. I'm just curious, you know. Oh, we're going to go through some weird areas. I'd quite like to go to some weird areas, but I don't think we'll be able to stop and look at the ruins, because Six is the one who would get out and recover stuff from the ruins, and I don't think NK is going to do that for us. Right, let's see. Am I dying? Let's see what happens on the way. Are we going to talk to each other or not? And I apologise, Arroy, for taking you to Iox. Bless the moons. Whee! I'm also sorry, Arroy, if this is making you ill. Okay. It seems there's not much conversation to be had. Steer right, a liar, Elezra. I don't think we learned the person's name, and I don't think we learned they were an emperor or a goddess or whatever they continue to be. But the dialogue options acted as if we had been given that information, which I find interesting. There's a few things in this game I've spoken about before, sort of just scattered around like that. Like some of the janky camera. There's just a few things about this game that make it fall short of being like top tier. It's just not. Some things are just a little bit off or janky or not watertight in the way it's all put together, which is fine. Oh, is this a ruin? And is she gonna help us? Let's find out. The structure is barely intact, Alberethian rat. There is nothing here to find. Alberethian rat. I don't like her. Disregard the next turning, Elia. Alright, let's... where are we? I kind of want to know what's in the mystery area. It seems like she will... I feel more like there's a possibility she will stop and get something than I did when we started. So I kind of want to... Oh, God. Turn right here. It says turn right here, but... we don't have to. I'm going to go left. I remember a better way. New area, new area. Any ruins, though? Whoa, it zoomed out. Where are we? Is this a place we're going to end up going? Interesting. Interesting. Still... Did I miss when she said her name was Enkai? Or... I don't know. Either way, we've learned our lesson about letting Arroy fiddle with stuff. What is this flashing red thing up there? Okay, I feel like there's nothing else to be found, so I'm going to pass controls over and fast travel. And it's interesting that we're not going to have any discussion about it on the way, considering how dramatic the turn of events have been. Now, where does she want... What does she want? What does she want from Iox? And should we go to see... Look at this place. It's changed? Where are we going? This was a palace. A place of comfort and luxury. A place of respite. I like the way the ivy's in her nose. Now look at it. Iox is comfortable enough. Yeah, you should see the other places. Then you've never experienced true comfort. I will require my other face. Oh, shit. That's creepy. Don't like that. Oh, I didn't mean to go downstairs. But off she goes. Now she's walking. Question. Which Empress were you? I am the Empress. The first. Remark. You were buried on Iox. Do you remember why? Oh, yes. As is the fate of all emperors. I was betrayed. I will not be betrayed again. Cool. I'm going to go talk to my friend now. You can come too. Act normal, okay? Love to get some translation work done while we're here. But then I am going to go see, what's her face? Alaya Miari. I think she'll be, right. Act cool. Artifact, please. I've made some nice discoveries out there. Well, let's see them then. Let's do the tablet. What do you think of this tablet? Let me take a look. There's an inscription. I read it as Emperor cannot deceive your mind. I'm not convinced by your use of deceive. That's just what I was going to say for sure. It was my best guess. On a wooden tablet. So it's not, we're not going to get a lot from that. Cannot hear your mind. We've got this height thing. Could be like watch. It's not like watch. Hear, save. Maybe it's save your mind. Because if we're in the whole thing is about saving your mind. So maybe it's a warning that the Emperor cannot save your mind. Emperor cannot save your mind? But you're just guessing. Thanks, Wang. Interesting. I've seen something similar, I think, and it also had some script. Now, where's that volume? Oop-a-doop-a-doo. Yes, here it is. I've really got to tidy up sometime. Okay. It was a silver tablet. It was found buried here on Iox years ago. Right, this one is a phrase run together. So, with Emperor, or of Emperor, the path leads okay, we don't have that last bit. Towards something. Okay, I can add my translation for leads to my dictionary now. Lovely, lovely. So this is not with Emperor, it's of Emperor. It's the Emperor's path leads towards well, if that's light, maybe that's light. What sentence was this in? When winds move into light. Yes, that's from... Am I still happy with my translation for this one? So this is the thing that's, excuse me, currently on the silver tablet. What are the differences between these things? Okay, that's fine. Emperor's path leads towards, if not light. Yeah. See, it's little things like this. It doesn't need to do this. Raka, yeah, is a drink. One of them has to be light. Light. I don't know what this circle thing means, is the problem. Speed? Emperor's path leads towards speed. I'm going to put light again. No, I don't like it. Blessing? I don't like that either, really, but here we go. Emperor's path leads towards blessing. Obviously, a child could have told you that. Got anything else like that? While we're here, you got like a gold one, a bronze one. Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Shall I archive the tablet? I'm going to hold on to it this time. No, I'm not finished with it yet. I've given it to him every time. Oh, well, of course. I'm going to show him another artifact. Because he wanders off when he archives something, and I just want to keep talking to him. But I don't know what the downside is of that. Let's do the brooch. So really, that's the first artifact we got. That's a nice piece. I've not seen anything quite like it. Yeah, there's something written on the back. In ancient script? Let's see. Well, the first word is one I've seen before. It's a descriptive form of the word for God. Oh, the sound just cut out. Miari should have asked you to translate it. Oh, well, liar. We work best working together, I think. What else you got? Holy. Tick. Wow, do we really not have that ticked off? That's one of the first things we did. The symbology is classic Holy Empire, of course. The eagle and the sun. Older, more ancient versions have more naturalistic birds. Oh, and it seemed heavy to me. Heavy brooches hold up heavy cloth. Light brooches hold up light cloth. So it must have belonged to someone important. I'll take the brooch to the archives then. Oh, we've had it for so long. Yeah, take it. It gives us some room on our ship. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm going to go to see Miari. And then I'll come back to see Huang on the way out, if he's going to bugger off. Come along, freaky head. Surely you're done here. Time to go? Oh, I've noticed that... Auroy's not with us. Or perhaps you're having too much fun. Question. Where do they find the device? The one at the site of the River Palace. It was found on a deeply forested moon, far out in the turbulent waters. Would you be pleased or horrified if I told you how many died locating it? Okay, let's take you this way. I love how you're like, are we done here yet? Even though you're the one that wanted to come here. I'll wait here. You don't want to see Miari? That woman. That woman is my primary user, Elia. Are you telling me you're afraid of her? If someone had the power to make you destroy yourself, simply by asking you to, would you not be afraid? You know, take whatever time you want. Tell whatever lies you must. Ooh. Okay, see ya. Miari, could you come out and sort this robot out? I can't tell if we're allied or not. Or if we want to get rid of this robot. Or if we're just too curious, academically. A liar. Have you ever heard the name Heaven's Vault before? What's that? Heaven's Vault? I've heard the name before. It's a story from the old sea. It's not important. The old sea. The loop says the old sea never existed. It's only a story. I suppose they didn't tell you stories at the orphanage. I would have told you stories if you'd have been with me. Well, tell it to me now. Very well. Once there was an island, home to a wild and wonderful people in the middle of the old sea. And it was sinking. It had always been sinking. The rocks that formed its cliffs and shores were crumbling. The fertile soil was clawed away, grain by grain, by the sea wind. But it happened so slowly, the people said it was natural. They believed the island would heal like a wound. Until the night came when the sea crept into their houses and swept their children away. The people blamed themselves. They prostrated themselves before altars. They begged for forgiveness. But the sea did not stop. It took their children, and then their fields, then all the lower lands. And soon the island was no more a hill than a hill. Kings climbed on kings. All hope was lost. So they felled their last fruit tree to build a boat. The boat was not large, but it was strong. Strong enough to sail beyond the edges of the world. No one knew how far it would have to go to find a shore. Okay, and what happened? The boat set sail. It leapt beyond the horizon. No one had ever sailed so far. No one knew if it would ever land. And the boat's name, they say, was the Heaven's Vault. Okay. Heaven's Vault is a ship. It's a story for children, Elia, to make them clean their teeth and weed their potatoes. Nothing more. I'm sorry you didn't get to be a child on Empress. Your life here would have been better. What are you not telling me? If you have a moment more. I spoke to an ancient voice from the Empire, Professor. It had been stored in a figurine and forgotten, but it was still alive. What did it tell you? She told me of a place called the Withering Palace. Did she? We've lost so much. Recordings like that were once common in the Empire. They're all we have left from before the fall. Let's start with the ship. Janiki found a nude ship buried in the dust, much bigger than anything we can sail. A gigantic ship. That's what he found. Just the kind we'll soon build then. Really? That's your plan? Oh, okay. Keep talking. Look, Professor. Something's happened to Six, Professor. I'm not sure it was a good something. Something interesting. Look, we found this ancient hopper. It fired. And? I don't think Six was always Six. There he is out there. You see him in the background? There was something inside, and now, well, now she's outside. She. I do so hope you're not wasting my time. Sometimes I think you imagine I sit up here waiting for you to come and see me. A liar. A liar, what are you doing? Well, Elia? I don't see anything. You can't tell the difference. It just called me a liar. So it has learned your name. Fascinating. Oh dear. Okay, show yourself. I do not understand you, mistress. Look, I can't order it, Miari, but you can. I think you're still its primary user. Robot? Report? The impetuous woman is quite correct, mistress. Ooh, here we go. Greetings, Lexi Miari of Iox, feeble leader of a decaying moon. Why, a liar? You really have surpassed yourself this time. It's got hair. It calls itself Enke. I will activate the hopper now, I think. No, you won't. Yes, mistress. Fascinating. What are you? She's the first Empress of Iox. Yeah, I'm going to tell her what I know. I'm going to get the kudos. It seems they recorded themselves inside robots. Possibly all the robots. You're ancient, are you, robot? I am the first Empress of the Holy Ioxian Empire. I am both ancient and forever young. I am yours to command until I eventually kill you. You knew, didn't you? That's why you gave it to me. I knew there was something different about this one. After Rembar broke it, that's when he began to travel. I'm sure the curators will be fascinated to take it apart. But I need you out there, Elia. And I suspect I need this thing with you. You want to take it apart? Perhaps. But what do you want to do with it? I kind of want to use it to, find out secrets. I want you to order her to change back. Yeah, where's my 6? I want my 6. 6 was only a robot. But for you, my dear, you would not dare. Honestly. Of course I would. Enkai, revert yourself. That is an order. I will not be buried again. Mistress, thank you. That was most unpleasant. I did not like her. Yeah, is it really you? I think it has to be, right? Based on robot stuff. I believe so. She is still inside. She's very angry. Okay. Anything else we want to chat about? Yes? I'm not going to leave the robot. Is the university flourishing? I think so, Elia. Perhaps one day you'll spend a bit more time here and see for yourself. Okay, bye! Good faith to you and all that. Thank you for your story, Professor. That's all right, Elia. It's good to know you're not too old for stories. Okay. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Not yet. I'm going to see Huang one more time. but I will remark. Don't think just because I changed you back that we're friends. No, mistress. I will be forever grateful all the same. Oh my god, am I warming to 6? I think I'm warming to 6. Right, Huang, let's do a little bit more translation before we take off. I don't know what we're doing next, actually. I don't... Have a look at this artifact. Got a few things for the curators. Oh, yes? Let's do the shard of a blade. I'm sure you'll have another shard of a blade that's made of something else. Now, have you seen anything like this shard of a blade? No, I've seen something a bit like that. If I remember right, only in 6? 6 is having a disco. Jesus Christ, 6. Here it is. This is the inscription found on a folding leather knife. It was found floating in the rivers near Empress back in something. 6, for the love of God. This is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Seriously, think about this game. It's a bit of a janky game. It's not. It needed another another pass. Nonetheless, okay. Every something will die. For the Emperor. I believe you can be confident of your translation for die now, mistress. Okay. She's about to say something? If you're right about this, I'm going to be amazed. Oh, I think that was Huang speaking. Every something will die for the Emperor. It could be many things. But it's got a part of the phrase that means believe in it. So, who believes? I think this is an important person who believes, kind of, or follows. So maybe a soldier. Every soldier will die for the Emperor. And that kind of makes sense. Plus it's on a knife. Every soldier will die for Emperor. Hey, 6. Does she ever get them right, these translations? She claims to. Oh my god, 6. Jesus Christ, 6. Do you have anything more like that? Like another knife? Cutlass? Let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. The archivist will enjoy the shard of a blade. Yeah, go on, take it. Free up some space on the ship. Good faith to you. Alright, I'll be back later. I wasn't talking about him, I was talking about me. I'll be back later, I'm leaving. Right. 6, let's go back to the ship. I want to know if Thingy's still on the ship. You ready to go now, mistress? Yes. Let's go. Now, where do we want to go next? We're going to go to Elbereth if Ori is still on the ship. I don't know if it was implied that we dropped her off, but she definitely didn't want to get off on Iox. Returned to the ship and sprang into the water. I don't know why I'm using that voice. Take me home, Alaya. Please. Yeah, don't you worry. We're going there now. Hopefully she just had a little hammock nap. Right. I think that's the only place we can go. Okay, so something I didn't realise until this episode, I don't think, is that you can only go to the yellow places. I thought the yellow places were just kind of like suggestions. But the yellow points are actually the only places you can go. So I imagine they're the only places that are sort of updated and allow you to do stuff. Let's just fast travel there. Have a little nap. However far I sail, these alleyways will always be my home. Oh, sorry. I forgot to press any key. Thanks for the ride, Elia. I'll see you around. You know, we could have made a good team. You really think? Elia, look, you maybe understand rocks and ruins, but you don't have the first clue about people. Good faith to you, Elia. Alezra. Yeah, good faith to you, Roy. Why scowly face? Right, let's go see Tappy. We've got some things on us that we might want to trade for other things. Set Bukaki Rafa. Buyaki Rafa. Cat kiss. Whoosh. Bit of trading. Might get some new Inehuake. We might get some new inscriptions from whatever the hell Tappy's got lying around. And then, I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see what the what yellow dots we get out of it. We could go to one of the small areas. I don't know. We could try. I think here is the next place we want to go. Elia, come on in. Let's have a little chat first. So, Tappy. So I found the Saucier Brass artifact. Did you now? See? I knew you were good. So don't hold back now, Elia. Spill what you saw. See, I can't remember what the answer to this is. It was quite a sight. An ancient market, ruined. Okay, so that's what it was. A market? Tell me, was there more there like the brass device? Was there treasure beyond my wildest dreams? No, there was a boy living there. He somehow wandered through the Cat Kiss Gate. Do you know the Cat Kiss Gate is a long distance hopper? There's a word you can say that takes you there. What word? I don't know. And it's probably best we don't know. Maybe you can discover it. And then you can tell me. Can't you ask the boy? He must know. What do you do with him? You should leave him alone. Why? I'm a kind and generous soul with lots of useful gifts to give. Fair enough. I took him to mercy. I'm very trusting. Well, it's a little inconvenient, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I won't help you find him. Oh, dear. And there was me thinking we were establishing some kind of common interest. Well, no matter. What you've told me about the gate is easily worth the price paid. So, there are no hard feelings from me. I want to show you an artifact. How do you feel about that? Oh, yes. The scratched rock hammer... Oops, sorry. How about the scratched rock hammer made on a Steel Empire site? Because that's where we're going next. So let's get our Steel Empire site ducks in a line. There's nothing special about that. And in better state, too. A liar, I trade mostly in jewellery and gold and strange things. Not rubbish. Alright, what about this chip figurine? It's chipped in a fancy way. Nice enough. Well, I might be able to do something with that. I'm getting pixelated. I have something of a similar period, I think. Now then. A ceremonial knife? And there's an inscription. It's unbelievably small. Okay. Something about distance and time. Every something will part. That makes sense. We'll separate. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm certain my translation for part is right now. And now we've got this little thing. Now, what we... Okay, if we thought this was join, as in the action to join, what's the noun version of that? There isn't really a noun version of that. A joint, I guess. A connection. So let's go back into this. Waters divide us and join us. And this is together. So that'd be like of joining. That's how this kind of works. Of the act of joining. Maybe that's like a gerund dot. Rivers divide us and join us. If that's together, I like join. Okay, I'm happy with that. Could be follow us, but I don't. Okay. So if that's join, what joins us? Rope? Rope is like a thing that connects us, maybe? Every rope will part. Every word will part. Sad, every knowledge will part. Every rope will part. We know all of these words for certain. Every will and part, that is a confirmed word. Which makes it interesting that I don't really like any of these words in here fully to make a sentence that I'm happy with. Every rope will part. It's a weird sentence, isn't it? Especially on a knife. Unless the ceremony that the knife is involved with is like cutting a rope to maybe set a ship loose. Maybe that instead of smashing a bottle against it, they cut the rope and unmoor it. So let's go with rope. And a rope is the thing that joins things together. Now, does every rope will part make sense? This comes from the same site as the oil burner and the sculpture I found here before, I think. People back there must have commonly travelled to both these two places. This should make the Steel Empire site easier to find. God, I've got so much on the Steel Empire site now. So, you've inspected the goods. The knife for your chip figurine from the narrow god of the Dome Market Moon. Yeah, go on. I think Huang would like to look at it. Alright, you got a deal. I'll be sorry to sell this on when the time comes. Okay, anything else? It'll take me some time to set up buyers for what you've given me, so... Anything more, let me consider another time, my fine lady. I'll ask you another question, though. Yeah, by the way, Tappy. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. Bye. It never booms. Somehow we all get by. Can I go up the stairs? Not up there, a liar. Okay, fine. Bye. A man must have his secrets. See you later, Tappy. Don't forget us now. Interesting. We've one new artifact to trace. Should we leave now, mistress? Yes, I think so. Look at this thinking man. Thinking away to himself. Be ready, mistress. So I think I'm ready to go to the Steel Empire site. I think we've basically got 400 bits of evidence pointing us in that direction. Now, I don't really know much about the Steel Empire site, other than where it falls in the timeline. So it falls before the Holy Empire of Iox. Otherwise, look at this. Oh yeah, the sculptures that are found on the garden graveyard were made there. But look, we've got basically nothing in terms of knowledge about it. So I think we're going to find out a bunch. So let's head there. I think what's going to happen is we're probably going to end the episode when we arrive there, so that tomorrow's episode or next day's episode, I think it will be tomorrow's episode if I'm right. Yeah, for you it'll be tomorrow's episode. For me it'll be 10 minutes time episode. Look, my brooch used to be sat on that open book on the bookshelf, and now it's gone because I gave it to Huang to archive. And I guess any of this stuff that I give to Tappy or to Huang are going to end up... See, there's the ceremonial knife we just got from Tappy. It's all just piling up. I wonder if we've got limited space for just accumulating all the crap we find. I will ready the sheets, mistress. That's a very subby thing to say. I know we wanted to drop in on Amir, but let's go to the Steel Empire site. I think it's been calling to us, and I think that'll be a cool place to do the last episode before I go away. Seems to be a moon we've been looking for already. Statues of the ancient gods are all sculpted here and then dragged down to the rivers where they now stand. The sculptures were most likely near Rembar's rocky moon, which the stone might have been quarried. We found 4 artifacts from here in the Palace of the Withering thingies. Perhaps people dug up the robots, mining tools, mining cart. Rembar's digging here too. I know enough to find this site. Sorry, she talks so quickly when we're on the map, which is kind of annoying because it's kind of important to know about the area we're looking for. Anyway, another little gripe I have about it, the kind of constant dialogue that you cannot stop, which I had to slow down in the first couple of episodes. I remember that much. So let's do that. Let's head there. We'll see if there's any conversation as we leave, and if not, I'll fast travel there, and then we'll probably end and save it for the next episode. Conversation has been pretty quiet, though, on the ship, despite the amount of weird stuff we've discovered in the last few episodes. A moon of sculptors. I don't know what to expect. Great. Towering statues. Yeah, it'd be good to get our first glimpse of it at the end of this episode. Perhaps we'll find the full version of those feet on Elbereth. That'd be cool. Perhaps that statue was entirely a pair of feet. By the waters. Oh, there's a thing. Yes. A ruin. It is a ruin from the Steel Empire, mistress. This should only take a few moments. I found an effigy fashioned from silver. Just lying out there. On his body is an inscription, mistress. Okay, we should be able to do some of this. It's one end of a broken fragment. Okay. Yeah, serpent. So it's an effigy. I think we used to think this was stars maybe, but we changed it to serpent. This is to 4. Is this us? I don't think we've got that yet. This is to go, isn't it? Moves. Serpent moves. From me to us. This is going to be incorrect. I can add my translation for serpent to my dictionary now. That's good. That's useful because I think we're going to find something. Okay, this is interesting because we talked about this before because it's part of the pronoun of me, but it's also, I think, part of the pronoun of now. I think we kind of thought the bowl with a P in it was referring to sort of here, this. One, maybe? It's not it. It's not now. I think it's one. Serpent moves from... So again, we've got words we know. Serpent moves from something for something. I don't like that as a phrase. It moves from something for something. Anyway, let's try that. So it's me. So it's the me and you bits together. From now for next. Last. Next. I want these words to be connected somehow. So I'm going to go with now. But I'm not going to like it. From one. No, let's go with one. To next. Yeah, let's go next. I'm not 100% happy, but we'll see. I can still change my mind, but serpent moves from one for next. I don't like the for in there, you know what I mean? I'd say this was mailed on the site we're looking for. Where are we? Okay, we're getting there. We're going into the uncharted waters. It must be nearby. This will make the exact spot we're currently after easier to locate. Yep. Whee! So no fast travelling. Let's do all this uncharted water. There's a new river to the right. We've got the sparkly ice crystals. So it's all calmed down. But I think it will head towards our target. Okay, we've all slowed down. So now we're looking for it. What do we see? Still quite a way. This is a region of weaker flow. This is a region of weaker flow, mistress. Does this mean we're somewhere that's a place that we haven't discovered yet? Question. Yeah, I was asking a question, if you don't mind. Remark then. Huang told me something in the Chronicles of Mazwai. It was an old poem about sailing the fiery path. Why is it so slow here? Normally it's slow when there's something we can stop for. I wonder if this is what it meant. This spray in the water. Oh, here's a ruin. Well, it's certainly not fiery, mistress. Here's a ruin. From the Steel Empire. What have we got? A brass incense burner. Wonder how long it's been there. And it's been inscribed on the glass. Oh my god, it's long. A broken fragment from a longer phrase. Okay. Got this tricky little beginning. Okay. Right, let's get the big word in. Return. And this is and. So let's get and in. Let's just get some structure to this sentence. This is will. Something will return. And does this mean the sun? Or light or something? I feel like we had that one. This is the sun. There we go. Something, sun will return. And let's shove that in. And all. Okay, we've done it wrong. So now if we do something wrong, it just likes us to shove everything in that we can. So let's just do that. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've done something wrong. So axe is wrong. I knew that. So return. Will return. Sun will return. And what? What have we bugged up? Something all. I kind of feel like that's everything. I don't want to put anything else in. Let's try that. I don't think this is right either. What did we cross out? Will. Oh, us. This is what I've missed out. This is what I've missed out. Something will return and something us. All. I think that's it. Damn it. What do you want me to put in? One? Okay. I think she's happy now. Now, I'm sure my translation for one is correct. That's good, because we only just did that one. And I'm convinced of sun as well. That's also great. Anything else you want to add? One. I think it's going to be day, because it's kind of related to time and light and sun. It's all kind of... So I think it's like... And it makes sense. One day, sun will return. Illuminate makes sense, because we think this has to do with light. And it's an action of light. And illuminate us all. One day, the sun will return and illuminate us all. That will do for now. Great. That was good. I liked that. We missed the turning. I don't think we did. Oh, we've gone in a circle. That's not great. Okay. It's been an hour, so I'm going to call the episode here. The beginning of the next episode will be finishing off the way to the Steel Empire site, and then we'll get into it and see what happens. Thanks for watching again. I hope you're on the edge of your seat, figuring out what the hell's going on with this robot and the Steel Empire site. I'm glad we're going to the Steel Empire site. We've been building up to it for a while, and we built up to the Withering Gardens for a while, and that was pretty cool. So I think we're going to find some meaty stuff here. Fingers crossed. See you on the other side. Bye for now. Oh, have a nice day as well. See you tomorrow.